Let's take a look at injuries and illnesses in the workplace. Some OSHA standards specify the particular actions that employers must take, but many other standards leave it to employers to devise a set of controls to lessen or eliminate hazards. OSHA standards reflect the safety principle of a hierarchy of controls. The idea is that measures that remove or lessen hazardous conditions should be fully utilized before relying on means of helping employees stay safe despite unsafe conditions. This hierarchy of controls includes measures that eliminate the hazard, engineering controls that automatically provide protection, and administrative measures that limit the extent of exposure. Trainings and warnings that teach employees how to protect themselves, and personal protective equipment worn by employees as a last line of defense. Employers should focus on designing hazards out of the production process, eliminating existing hazards and reducing them to the maximum extent possible through the use of engineering and administrative control. Training and personal protective equipment are clearly necessary and important, but they do not do anything to make unsafe conditions safer, and they don't address employee behavior. Flexibility and options are desirable in many realms, but not with respect to safety rules. Safety rules should be clear, specific, consistent with one another, and equally enforced. The OSHA Act does not require that all covered employees receive safety and health training. However, many OSHA standards mandate training for employees who are exposed to the particular hazards at which the standards are directed. A failure to train could also violate the general duty clause of OSHA if the hazard is recognized. The hazard is likely to result in death or serious physical harm, and training is a feasible means of abating the hazard. An important OSHA standard that contains substantial information and training requirements is the Hazard Communication Standard. The standard is based on the principle of right to know, the idea that employees have the right to receive information about the dangerous chemicals they encounter on the job so they can take steps to protect themselves. The absence of recordable injuries and illnesses does not necessarily mean that a workplace is safe. OSHA guidelines and contemporary safety practice strongly encourage the implementation of effective workplace safety programs. These programs help instill safety culture in an organization, making safety a central concern that is closely monitored, discussed, rewarded, and continuously improved.